Hi, this is Mike with IADRS International, and welcome to Water Skills Wednesday. This video is part of a series focused mostly on successfully completing the annual International Association of Dive Rescue Specialists watermanship test, and the 5 skills that test assesses, but otherwise we hope will generally help improve swimmer in water skills. In this video, I'm going to discuss some things about treading water to help make it easier. Because as far as the IADRS watermanship test is concerned, treading water is probably the easiest way to grab a hold of 5 points. 5 points out of 12 that you need to pass the test, that's almost 42% of all the points you need just to pass the test. And so if you can make this section of the test super easy and come out of it really almost rested, you're just winning, and it makes the test super easy. So this is the part that we're starting with in this video series. So for this video, Justin and I went to the pool with Angie, who works with us here at DRI, but get this, Angie is also a USMS certified coach, and she's an American Red Cross water safety instructor, and she's also a lifeguard. And she just took me to school, and so I want to share that with you. What she showed me there is that there are 4 kicks that you can basically choose from for treading water. Some of them are better than others, better choices. But the 4 choices are the eggbeater kick. There's sort of a modified breaststroke kick, a modified side stroke kick, like a scissor kick, and then a flutter kick. So we're going to take those one by one, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about what to do with your hands, and one more little trick, and we'll close out. So hopefully this video is helpful to you and your team for your success, and will help you grab a hold of these 5 points super easy. The first kick on our list is the eggbeater kick. For this one, you want your feet and legs to be circling in opposite directions, one going clockwise and one going anti-clockwise, and your legs alternate. And unless you're used to doing this, it's harder than you might expect. This is the kick that's famous for use in water polo, and if it's what those folks are doing, you might want to give it a try too. The circular motion comes mostly from your knees, and not so much from your hips. But this kick moves a lot of water in all directions underneath you, and that's what keeps you afloat. The second good kick is a modified breaststroke kick. This is like the eggbeater in a lot of ways, but this kick is synchronous. We call it a modified breaststroke kick because we're not squeezing our feet and legs all the way together like we would when breaststroking, and nor do we flex at the hip and pull the knees towards the chest. A lot of the propulsion generated by this kick comes from the instep portion of your feet and lower leg, so try to keep your feet splayed out when you start the kick, and then extend your legs at the bottom of the kick for added propulsion. Third on our list is the scissor kick, similar to a modified side stroke kick. The scissor kick is the slowest kick of these 4 kicking options, and our goal is for a really wide stride to maximize the volume of water moved each kick. You want to reach your legs way forward and way back each cycle, and to bring them together, you push a lot of water down directly below you, keeping your head above water. And for the effort, this kick is very efficient and uses less energy than most. You can save a lot of energy if you master this kick. The last kick we're covering is the flutter kick, which you're probably familiar with. And the way Angie and I show this on the pool deck would never keep us afloat because we're too slow and stiff, but for an efficient flutter kick, you want to use loose knees and ankles and have fast feet. Remember, a good flutter kick originates from the hips. So those are 4 choices you have to use for kicks when you're treading water. Some are better than others, of course, but different things you can practice. And now we're going to talk a little bit about what you can do with your hands for treading water. The answer to what you do with your hands is to scull. What sculling means is you want your hands cupped a little and moving back and forth, sort of side to side diagonally, in and out in front of your body. This is pretty much a position of comfort. The mistakes you do not want to make include splaying your fingers, doggy paddling, beating the water, or slapping the water. You don't need to be going anywhere, just relax. When sculling is done correctly, it's powerful. With your hands alone, you really create a lot of thrust. And that reminds me, Another good trick for treading water is that if you keep your lungs relatively full, you're like a big balloon in the water. So as much as possible, if you can breathe at the top of your lungs, up here like I'm doing now, instead of down at the bottom of your lungs, if you keep your lungs pretty full, you're just like a huge balloon and you float around in the water. If you breathe through the whole entirety of your lungs, then you go up and down in the water column, and it gets a little bit frantic sometimes. And the idea through treading water is basically just to rest. So if you can figure out a way to breathe up about like this, then you'll just stay afloat the whole time, and it's a total piece of cake with your legs kind of going like this and your hands kind of going like that, and the 5 points are yours. So that's our quick little video about treading water. We hope it's helpful and informative to you and your team's success. Remember, quality training and equipment saves lives. For information on any of the equipment that we sell, trainings that we offer, please feel free to contact us anytime. Dive Rescue International. It's 1-800-248-3483. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.